Hello, artist. My name is Numigadora, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright attorney. We are going to hear about Asian Star, was it? Yeah, the lunch lady's testimony. So we will just begin. So I always knew a day like this would come. I was on my way to deliver the lunchbox to my boyfriend. When I said something, privacy was my finally home detective instincts were. Then, through a wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to the garage car. The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her hand, right then. Then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into the detective's chest. Bring your lunchbox to your boyfriend. How touching. As you can see, there's no room for doubt. The key point of your testimony seems to be nothing other than the point of the knife which you saw being stabbed into Detective Goodman. So how does it feel to be utterly crushed? I'm still thinking about that. It's merely a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may across some witness. Oh, oh, God, that way. So now I always knew the day would come. Why? How do you know? I respect the prosecutor's basic abhorrence of crime. Yet the myths are ugly and twisted. Twisted the methods will always lead to tragedy. The lunch lady's uninformed opinion is duly noted. Given that they were used to erasing inconvenient evidence at their will. Killing of a detective that knew too much is merely an extension of that. Mister, do you have something personal against prosecutors? I felt that I had from my dream job when I became an investigator, and if I hadn't been laid off by those prosecutors over there, I'd still be one. Laid off? She was fired. To me, prosecutors are nothing more than worms. That said, I'm a pro, as you know. My testimony is unpaged flawless. Very well, you may continue, Star. This boyfriend, his detective? Not that boyfriend, the security guard. That boyfriend? You have several? Yes, this boyfriend, that boyfriend, other boyfriend. Care to join? And there's yet another boyfriend position still open for appreciate. I will stick with the lunch tags. Note to self, the judge had to think before replying. The security guard room is in a lot in A block. It's up on the second level, so you can see everything from there. Don't forget the room with the security sign. Incidentally, did you bring your lunchbox by car? Since I'm a visitor now, I parked in B block. So she was in B block when she witnessed the murder. When I said something, perhaps you must be finding out. You sense something? So you're saying you had a premonition of the murder? It felt like so, how would you say, oh yes. It was like the feeling you get when you view a pumpkin chock full of seeds. I have no idea what that means. Speaking of detective's instinct, wasn't the victim Mr. Bruce Goodman also a detective? Yes, well, he was like a young cheese. A young cheese? A pale white cheese, not yet tiny with experience on the streets, a green one. Of course, I'm hard, yellow, sharp as a tack. I bet you stink too. In any case, there's in a lot I felt of his steering in the back of my mind. Saw the chief prosecutor standing next to the carriage car. By garage car you mean? Mr. Edgeworth's car, yes. Maybe Mr. Edgeworth? Incidentally, the knife with the which the victim was stabbed was also Mr. Edgeworth's, wasn't it? Indeed it was. What an odd case this is. And the person you saw, you are sure it was the defendant? I saw her from no further than 30 meters away. I'm certain it was her. If you tell the truth, we are doomed. Let's just do what we can. Maybe we don't have the proof. We can always complain. Witness, in your testimony, you clearly stated the following: prosecutors are nothing more than verbs. Ergo, your beast witness. You might want to keep those silly opinions of yourself in the future, rookie. Huh? Rookie? Unless you are willing to risk the consequences of doubting me? I'm afraid you're a flitter, crispy on the outside and chew on the inside. That was inspiring! I believe I hear the taglines elsewhere. You should cry a plagiarism. I may be relegated to the lowly post of lunch lady, but my instincts are on. A photograph? You took this? The moment I witnessed the crime, my flex took over and snap, I took a picture. In fact, one of the lunch boxes is rigged with a camera. A spot that's more exciting than just hanging around your neck. This is my first time seeing this photograph. You think I'll show it to you, prosecutor? Think again. My boyfriend works in the photographic division of criminal affairs. Well, this was certainly the defendant. Oh, that is unmistakably Lana's guy. So what was the defendant doing at the time? Tell me more about this knife that the suspect was carrying. Well, I did say the blade was about 10 centimeters long. Isn't that right, Mr. Edward? It is your knife after all. Yes, that's about right. Prosecutors are, by nature, well versed in the location of a man's vital organs. I'm sure it was easier than boiling an egg from my egg salad surprise. You can testify as to her ability to kill an egg? I mean, a person! Perhaps a chicken salad set would have been a better metaphor. So the defendant was holding a knife, what then? And she tries to point the tip of the knife into his chest. Tell the court why you didn't try to stop this crime. You did see her raise the knife up to strike, no? The defense has a point. Unfortunately, by the time I realized what was going on, it was already too late. Too late? Yes, the next moment, the kind prosecutor brought down the murder weapon. I see. It's only a flesh one, Mr. Wright. You can make it. We can make it. We set it up before anything else. Scientifically speaking, Mr. Tesla is flawless. Sounds pretty fair to me. What do we do? Is this it? Is my sister guilty? Let's just keep our heads cool and press the witness a bit, shall we? For some reason, having a panicking next to me makes me calmer. Don't smile like that. And you witnessed this? You saw this guy stab a victim with a knife? As I already said, yes. I swear to my finest Halmum Swirl lunch. I'm sure it is fine lunch. But isn't that odd? Look at this photograph. This is the photograph you took of the very moment of the crime, is it not? Then why is this guy not holding a knife? Mr. Show's thoughts? Objection! Let's be a little more careful with our evidence, shall we? It is you that needs to be more careful, Mr. Wright. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? This photograph was not taken the moment before the stabbing. This was taken the moment after the stabbing. How could you tell? Who could tell that? Blood splatter. Huh? See the dark crimson stain on the Chief Prosecutor's coat? It's black and white. Photograph. Oh yes, it's not to tell, but this could be blood. Well, Mr. Wright, I see no problem here. No problem, except you. Mr. Wright, are you going to sit there and take kind of abuse? Abuse? You got a better idea? Safe state. Wait, that contradicts what the witness said in the testimony. Namely, she took the picture at the moment she witnessed the crime. Well, it seems I was slightly unclear my apologies. That's it? If you run out of lunch, you order seconds. Problem solved. If you don't like it, try ordering jumbo-sized lunch from the get-to-go. Good advice. I'm not sure I understood, but good advice. I didn't have time to stop her. Prosecutor's guy was cold, calculating like a robot. She killed without pain or remorse. It was a premeditated murder. Premeditated? How do you know? Look at the Chief Prosecutor's hand in the photograph. Well, aren't those gloves? Surgical gloves made of tin rubber. Most likely. Why would she have those on? If it was not a premeditated, she would not wear those clothes. These clothes do seem to tell of premeditation. Premeditated murder, a serious offense. Witness add this to your testimony. The murder was planned. The rubber clothes proves it. What if she used to have having the habit of wearing gloves, like dragon gloves? The clothes were admitted as evidence, but the defendant arrested. They were rubber gloves, of the kind of used for autopsies. In other words, when the Chief Prosecutor gave description, she came to murder. This is the most possible version I want to make. Everything was planned. It was permitted crime. Impressive. I'm sorry that I took you off the force, Mr. This is bad. She got the ticket. It's well planned. If she can prove this claim, the trial is already over. I got to take off Wright to show that this wasn't premeditated. This wasn't a finish for his writing of the Oh shoot. I skipped it fast. our time already. Had to save. Okay guys, I have found out what the evidence I got to present. We're going to present knife.
Objection!
Would this do you know what this is? Are you trying to test me? This is lunchbox for living, you know. That's a knife. The knife that was in Mr. Asher's trunk. Indeed, it is my knife. What's with this case? The bloody murder weapon and red car, all belonging to the prosecutor there. The fellow of the Mommy, our prosecutor is bad people. Mommy, our prosecutor is bad people. The defense's request. We asked the witness to provide accurate testimony. Was that true, Kate? In your testimony, you stated that Lanska planned his murder, and that's why she had also in the special clothes. It's like a national cruiser to me. The clothes do indicate planning. However, why would she also prepare the boss? Why would she not also prepare the most important thing, the murder weapon? Oh, this knife has happened to be in the trunk of the car. Ladies and gentlemen, you're going to plan a murder. If you're going to plan a murder, don't forget the weapon. Order! Great. No, the tide is turning in our favor. Great show, Mr. Wright. This is as good as free. Right. I believe the next lunch will be it is humble pie. What? I hope you were deluding yourself into thinking that the tide has turned. That was just a trick with detail. But this shoots a hole in the whole theory. The prosecution could care less if it was premeditated or not. The only one who seems to care is that lunch lady over there. The defendant, Lanska, murder of detective with a knife. That is the only thing the prosecutor need to prove, nothing else. Very good, Mr. Prosecutor. I suppose you think you're clever now. But you know as well as you do that she planned on killing him. It was planned. If she wasn't, why would she have been wearing... I believe I'd like to hear your testimony again. Would you please tell us only what you saw, not what you thought? How dare you! My powers of deduction are not to be underestimated. Really now? Lanska murdered Detective Goodman. That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office. I'm sure that she's a prosecutor at the grocery store. Nothing else should drive that to a machine to plug the knife in my gun again. Do we get someone from the police department to the prosecutor's office? It sounds like a lot like premeditation, doesn't it? So, if I were to piece it, does it mean a pleasure kiss the deputy boy? In the case, the difference make the workers of the witness. Last way to the border. Oh, what a she You said that, but you haven't told us the whole no. That's what I was to tell you, Rookie. I believe what you say yourself was a manipulative story she was about to tell. Try not to interrupt her again. Rookie. Never interrupt a storyteller, you're spilling up on what out of even half-baked. So if it's half-baked, alright. Unless you try not to confuse the defense witness. They're not very quick on the feet. Now, why do you believe the suspect had it touched the victim? But I can speak for myself. What kind of crutch? Well, I wouldn't know that. I wouldn't know that. Of course you don't. That's because you didn't have a crutch. Rookie. I have a lunchbox here. Now, what's inside? Who am I supposed to know? See? We agreed there's a lunchbox here, so we don't have no what's inside. A personal is like a lunchbox with pretzels. Don't you agree? I get it, that's why my lunch was so salty. This just isn't very good with metaphors. The suspect had a grudge against Detective Goodman. Will you tell us your basis for thinking this? It's simple. Human machine? This is a contradiction! Please. Could you find a fault with something of substance, Miss Wright? Not a self-possessuous size smell like citrus flower fruit. You say again and again, how many times did she stab him exactly? We often say chop into 1,000 pieces, but we don't actually mean 1,000 pieces. What difference does it make to it, if the deed is done? How come she can take mad at me? Let's just say she stabbed him several times and leave it that. If it's that, this is a murder case, people. Mr. Wright, you can speak up if you have an objection, no? Stardust turned out to be actual tempered as she looked when in letter. Challenging her ability as a detective really sets her off. The short break burns on faster. It's a scientific fact. I wonder, wouldn't it depend on the size of this handle? I mean, add more wax than even a really short break would burn over. How is it more scientific testing is required? You say she stabbed you again and again. But you couldn't have witnessed that. Are you testing me? I will test you. With my most surprise. I'm afraid the boss is going on our feet as we wait, Miss Starr. What do you mean? I should never explain this, but take a look. The autopsy report states that the death was due to a loss of blood from one stab wound. Oh, you're right! Good show, Mr. Edgeworth. Hank! He's my hero, really. What about the objection? No one noticed. No one noticed? Where with this? You got the crime scene set, right? Oh, thanks! I always believed I'm the one who could ever mistake ketchup for blood. But now, I realize that's such a mistake as possible. So you're saying you mistook something for blood? When she lifted her knife, I thought she saw blood at the breast. Splattered blood from her victim. That's why I thought she was just at least twice. Tell us what you saw you thought was blood. Testify. The red muffler looked like blood to me. That's a muffler. Her red muffler? Yes, like a scarf. The chief prosecutor was very strong around her neck, so it can be easy handled at the moment of this, I suppose. She's right. Squire was wearing a red scarf, wasn't she? Wait, isn't it odd that you mistake a horse blood? Well, people mistake my beard for a pip. A douche with a pip. That's why this place feels so much like kindergarten life. Actually, I do think I saw some traces of blood on my chest. All the autopsy report is clear on this murder. It was only one knife wound. Apparently Miss Dora isn't entirely sure of her own testimony. Mr. Wright, there's no chance! She has one with the murder. Miss Dora has turned out to be as short of it as she remembered. She isn't wearing a muffler. Miss Dar, I demand an explanation.
Objection!
The witness clearly not suited for detective work. What? The suspect was not wearing a scarf or muffler of any kind when she stabbed the victim. And you have proved it yourself with this photograph. Huh? But that can be. Well, a true professional could be so clueless. I'm sure you are making a lunch lady, have no fear. Harsh words spoken. In the end, Mr. Edward prevailed. What was my picture? Shoplifter? But it was there, a scarf, not that, it's on my red, really. But now, where were we? The witness have given us an tiny interlude back to business. What? Where were we? Discontinued testimony. As you saw the crime and apprehended the suspect. Just what happened? Well, I do remember something accurately, at least. But immediately we couldn't shake the most important part of our testimony. The most important part? The part where your sister stabs the victim. This text testimony might be the right amount of proof. I hope so. After the murder, the suspect entered the room behind the partition to her right. A helicopter explained her rights to her and arrested her on the spot. Ah yes, and when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had been confusing my earlier testimony. The chief was willing to escape. But against Angel Star, the resistant is pure. You're quite... Sorry. You're quite determined about this stuff, aren't you? I strike like a snake and bite like a cobra. That's me, Angel Star. That was not a very good metaphor. First of all, a cobra is kind of snake. Don't bother me with dicks, I know you want to get bitten. No, thanks. Now what is that? Attorney Wright gets bitten by snake. The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside and kicked over an old drum. Oil drum? How do I imagine? Oh, she's beautiful but deadly. Of the predators, this one. Hardly ever woman. Wow. Yeah, but this is what you for someone who would be sure. it was just perfect. As you said, it was not the whole time. Maybe I should press on more details. I'd like to see this on the forecast, just to be safe. The nurse lady car was... She was a visitor just to be part of the block, so you witnessed the murder from here. That will make it about 30 feet from the car, yes. Is that correct, Mr.? Yes, that's right. But there's a chain link fence in front of you. Right over it, of course. Amazing! The culprit nurse lady agreed indeed. It would have taken her a little time to climb over the fence, so she couldn't have gotten to my sister that fast. The other fence was about 9 feet high too. How come this guy didn't get away? She mentioned muffler? What exactly did she say? If I remember exactly, I would have gone through the testimony. Cheeky. Anyway, all I had to say was just that one word. So water here wasn't necessarily supposed to do, but to someone else. Yes, the ship was securely was talking to the phone. On the phone. You mean cell phone? By phone, do you mean this cell phone discovered as classic? Yes, ultimately, my memory. It's like a sailor heading upstream, you see. Oh, the god doesn't see me, Star. The ship prosecutor just attempted to use the phone hanging on the wall. On the wall? That's right. There was a message phone on the wall, but it was out of order. And so she used the cell phone. It did the message phone was out of order today. Good witnessing, yes. Good witnessing? Whatever happened to good testifying? You sure? Of course. And this too testimony. The things I do to please the rookie defense for me. She might to escape. Can you be more specific? She brushed aside my hand and ran away. It was a terrible sight to see, and the door up of lava ate up the field grass. Huh? She kicked over an electron at me. Electron? There was an item on the side of the stairs. What is strange? What is strange? What's that? If she wanted to escape, why didn't she run the other way? That's right. It doesn't make any sense that she would run from behind a party without jumping. Excellent. Mysterious. Mysteries. I wish we could solve this. So before finding out more, though. So Miss Gray had to work. That story message is suspicious, Miss Wright. Not as sorry as I am. But she didn't do it. You have to believe me. Wait, I have to stop here. I have to check. I'm so stupid.
Objection!
You had to conclude that you have a personal grudge against Miss Land's life.
Objection!
The witness is a former detective. Your testimony is unmarried by a person's bias. Well, who would have thought you would be my knighty shiny arm prosecutor? You were together with the prosecutor kicked me out 2 years ago. Well, Miss Starr, this is a fatal contradiction with your testimony. How do you explain this? I don't know what you're talking about. Listen with me, and I will make you caught it all up. Let's look at the programs. You said you witnessed the crime from this point. However, is that true? You could have possibly seen Miss Sky making that phone call. I believe you see what I'm getting at. The emergency phone was back on the side of this partition. If indeed you were in B block, you could have seen it. Order! What is the meaning of this? It's simple, Your Honor. She's not called at lunch. She's called lies. That's quite a claim, Mr. Wright. Perhaps you will allow me to question. Tell us exactly what lie this witness has told the court. Yes, where the counterattack begins. I can't afford to get this wrong. The witness lied about... She tried to use the emergency phone, but it was out of order. What is significant about this fact? Nothing. It would be pointless for her to lie about it. Why just lie? See? The Buddhist did actually see Miss Sky using the emergency phone. In other words, Mr. witnessed the crime from a different occasion. A different occasion? No, that's pointless lie if I ever heard one. Before you call a lie pointless, at least let me tell it. Let me ask a question for our clever wordsmith, Mr. Wright. Yes, where was the witch when she saw the crime?
Take that!
This is the only place where she could have been. The security guard room? Indeed, the security room in the underground parking lot is well positioned. It's built on the second level, so you can see the entire lot. She would have been able to see the emergency phone from there. But why there? There are many other places where she could have seen the phone. Not in this case, Your Honor. The witness not being a part of the security's office couldn't park in A block. The only place where she couldn't have been seen a crime in the back of the person is here. I remember in your testimony you said you brought the lunch to your boyfriend in a security guard room, rest. Well, Miss Starr, how many years have you been getting the better of men? To think that the day tables could be turned. The day how man has got the better of ancient stars. Order, witness! What have you done? You should be a detective. You should know better. I'm not turning back. The guilty will be punished, and I will do what I must to make sure justice prevails. The guilty? Is she talking about Miss Sky? Mr. Wright, doesn't this strike you as thought? Why did Miss Sky lie? It doesn't make sense. Huh? She could have just said she saw a crime from the security guard station. You wouldn't say anything. Exactly. Miss Photograph tells all. It was the defendant who stabbed the victim. The truth still stands.
Objection!
It still stands? I disagree, Mr. Stewart. What? If a witness is found to be lying, they are guilty for perjury. She knows this. She wouldn't risk that without a good reason. Tell us what her reason was, Mr. Wright. Huh? Maybe me? Who else? Mr. Wright, let's review what we know. Miss Stowers witnessed the crime from a security guard station. But she lied and said she was ordering from Block B. It must have made a difference. What changed? Why the angle at which she saw the crime occur would change? The angle? What do you mean? Well, the security guard station is on the second floor, and she would have sort of more 3D view of the crime. And this is the part why. Good thing is saved. It's just a little bit distance between her and the scene of crime. My condolence, Mr. Wright, but one look at the floor plans is quite clear. The distance between the scene of the crime and the guard station is 30 feet. I don't see how that would change the what she could see. What she saw is not the question here. What matters the time it would take her to reach the scene of the crime? Miss Starr, you witnessed the crime from the security guard station. Now, how long did it take you to go from there to the scene of the crime? Were you arrested in the sky? Were you witness? You... Yes? You ordered squid wheels, right? The quality of an shall come from low to inedible. I was bringing a PB lunch with fresh frozen berry jam and I bought it to my boyfriend. Frozen berry for the boyfriend. It wasn't in the city, so I read it. I witnessed the crime from the Glasgow station. So before I knew it, I was doing it almost every night towards the scene. But the door was locked. I couldn't open it. That's why I had to go through the visitors parking block. That's but a detour. It would have at least 5 minutes to get to Rosie at the crime. For 5 minutes? This is things close to the family. But it was that woman over there in the defense chair who stabbed it. I know it, I have photographic evidence. I swear it. I swear on my finest plastic spork. I have a point, and the spork is a wonderful invention. Would you like another caviar lunch? Absolutely! Uh-oh. It's alright, you have to do something! Do you have any news on this?
Objection!
5 minutes between the witness of the murder and arrest. Think about it. You could make a pasta in that amount of time. If you like it al dente. I got closer to that pasta in the knots. Okay. A 5-minute blank isn't that strange? If you were a criminal, what would you do in with 5 minutes, Your Honor? Well, I guess I feel the scene. Don't get the wrong idea, but I didn't kill anyone. But you had the instinct of a killer. You were wrong, but this time it was different. Miss Guy drove to the scene of the crime and then she even had a picture taken. No true criminal would act this way. It's convenient. Yeah. Okay, this is longer than all. Well done. It seems we have come to the end of the testimony. She has a grudge against the defendant to the blank in the testimony. Mr. Wright is the next witness ready to go. Unfortunately, I appear to have overestimated the witness on account of her professional history. You did it! Let's go to can't shut, Miss Wright. That was too close. I'm afraid that the court of appeal has been dethroned, and with that, court is adjourned. Mr. Edgewood, you ordered a squid with right? That's the one she tried to force off me. I'd prefer not to take the defense team's death talkers. Anything else to say? I might be able to save you. I have to see the evidence. What was that? It's one of those Drake lunchboxes. My apologies, but we have no further questions to ask on you, Mr. Ah. Is this your jumbo lunchbox? Oh, a triple sticker! Oh no, the first to witness this to finish it. I will not want more testimony. Let's hear what this is your evidence. Like the Lunchland motto says, you won't be disappointed. Oh, she's going to pull out of her lunchbox this time. Okay. Okay guys, I have to end this episode. It's much longer than thought. So anyways, thank you for watching, leave a like, a comment, and subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next Phoenix Wright episode. Bye bye.